This right here is Awakening the Dream, the DVD. It goes along with my new book, Awakening the Dream, as well. The first book was My Heart Through My Hands, and now Awakening the Dream, the DVD. This is the experience for you all. So everyone back in Willingboro, New Jersey, everyone here in Atlanta, everyone around that knows me, that has not been able to see me perform, this is all here for you. I am who I am because of you, and now you have allowed me to awaken the dream. So I thank you all, and this here is for you to see.
Look, I'm on the interview set of Awakening the Dream with Jason Frisby, and today he's going to answer a few questions that I have that he's going to share with us about him, his career in poetry, and what else he has going on. How you doing, Jason?
Everything is just everything.
Everything is everything.
Yeah. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for
course.
asking. We'd like to know how long you've been doing this exactly.
There is multiple answers to that, really. There is the fact that I was 5 years old when I wrote my very first poem for my mom, which is creatively entitled My Mother. And then 2003 is when I started writing just because, just for like a sense of relief. And then 2013 was when I really got serious about doing, 2012 was when I got serious about doing the book, putting everything together. So it's three different answers that make up one answer.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, about that book, what was the title of your first book?
The title to my first book is My Heart Through My Hands. It is, I'm very honest in everything that I write, so whatever my heart is truly feeling, that's what I express through my hands. I may not be the greatest communicator, so putting it down on paper where I can think about it and construct the words in the right way, I'm a far better communicator that way. So my heart through my hands is how my real feelings are able to come out.
And as a poet, your heart through your hands, that is a collection of your poetry, correct?
Yes, it took at least 10 years to put all of them together. There's over 70 different poems covering pretty much every topic that there is in life. They cover various different things, but they all are still unified to create one story out of those 70. So, this first performance that I wanted to show one to you, this is the poem that's entitled Legendarily Common Man. Because everyone from back home in New Jersey, they see the things that I've been doing in Atlanta, they see all the different features that I'm doing and everything, and everyone calls me superstar or tells me just how famous I am. But if only they saw the reality of what's really going on within me and around me. So everyone thinks that I'm like this legend now because of the little bit of things that I've been able to do, but yet I'm still just a common person. This one here was partially inspired by my favorite singer David Ruffin and his song Common Man. And naturally this one here is entitled Legendarily Common Man at the Star Theater for Rep Your City, Atlanta vs. New Orleans.
He is the author of My Heart Through My Hands, and he is also the guy with the crispiest shoes in Atlanta, and that's how I always want to say. So give it up for Mr. Jason Frisby.
You said you can't see the shoes?
What? Hold them up. I said I can't see those shoes. That's right.
They're so shiny.
I do what I can. Do what I can. All right. I appreciate all of you in every bit of applause that you just gave. And if y'all appreciate the New Orleans people driving across many different states, can we make a little bit of Now let's try this out. If that was a little bit of noise, can we make a lot of noise for the New Orleans people this time? What'd you say? I just wanted to see if you'd actually do it again. Well, yes, I am Jason Frisby, and I
I certainly do appreciate all of you being here for me. That was not a catch. Don't worry about it. I'll do it again.
He did the Frizz! Frizz throwing Frizz! Do it again! Yeah!
All right, so if I can keep a straight face, what I'm gonna do here is entitled Legendarily Common Man. From Jersey, where I'm originally from, all these people try and tell me I'm so famous for all these things that I've been doing. And people like TJ and Tyrone will tell me I've had more features than Andre 3000 in the last couple months. That's what they said. So I am still a regular dude, no matter what. So this right here is entitled Legendarily Common Man. Now, I must wonder if you truly understand me. If you can really understand all that I am and what I have become to be. Visually, I'm not sure what you perceive. The fact that I'm blatantly, from head to feet, color coordinated, may be something you love, it may be something you hated that can be debated, but simply stated, I'm only a common man. Now, yeah, I think and write a little differently than most, and somewhat my name has grown, I suppose, but I'm still too flawed and my emotion still shows. Because no matter who it is that I ever could think that I am, here through it all, I'm still a common man. Now, I've gotten on stages and done things no one else has ever done before. Does that make me legendary? Well, I don't see it that way, but even if so, I'm just a legendarily common man, because still too many people don't know who I am. All these people try and tell me how famous I am, but as I look around, I can't help but wonder, like, man, if I have all this fame, then where's all the finances behind it? So I'm steadily reminded never to be blinded by the hot and bright spotlight, because at the end of the day, I'm still a common man. Now, I have positively affected some lives, giving back to the less fortunate. I could go down the entire resume, but I'd rather just say I still haven't done enough. I've tried to write the most beautiful poems, but yet I've never given anyone all of my love. You see, I've purchased a lot of things, was even crazy enough to give an undeserving one a ring, but the one who deserves it all is to whom I've shown by far my greatest downfalls. You see, I've never blown up, taken over like Shazy, or became this big star, but still you can say, I love you for who you are, and thus, that makes you special. Maybe more than I can handle, but most certainly, I should be giving more of me than I currently do. Maybe I'm just unprepared because no one's ever compared to the greatness of you. Now, most times I am very childish at heart, which by no means am I ashamed of. It's what helps keep me young, and it sets the balance with my old spirit. And the people that know can tell you, I have many old references and many useless facts for anyone who ever wants to hear it. And I do reach for perfection, though I know I'll probably never come near it. And as much as I strive to be today's greatest person alive, I know I've done too little. And yet at the same time, I've done all that I can. So then, I'll just have to be good with the realization of knowing I'll always be this legendarily common man.
This next one coming up, this one is entitled The Best of Me, because this is the poem that is dedicated unto all the other performers that's around me. I have learned so much from being around everyone else that now I was able to put this together, and I wanted to do something to give back to everybody else. I'm not just a self-made poet. I do all my work on my own, but I am influenced by the others around me, and I have been able to do what I've done because of them. So this one here is entitled The Best of Me. This was from the Do You Lyric Lounge, hosted by Lady V the Poet, and this one here truly is all for you.
but believe me, this right here, this is just the best of me. Now, if only I had the energy of, say, Tru-king, or if I sounded more like Jason Pure when he sing. I really regret not putting in work tirelessly like the way Shay-Z rehearses. Then maybe I could create in a way like when TJ paints verses. Now if truth be told, Lady V has me on the eve of utopia. And if I ever had one fear or phobia, it would be if I ever stopped telling you the undisputed truth. Well, I said it's one fear, but it's actually two. The other would be if I lost my ability. And what my mind lost, I wasn't able to recoup. Well then thankfully, Tyrone has cooked up some alphabet soup. Or maybe some words from Vitamin D would help me. Cause I never want to stop repping my mic, what Mars Bishop would tell me. I can only admire how much RJ can remember and how fast he can recite it. And how the photography of VIP is just priceless. When I hear technique speak, I sit up in my seat. I pay attention to the words because the story is deep. Same thing with a Don Bean, who's a member of the remnant. His words come together beautiful and classical, like a painting from Rembrandt. And from when I first heard Raven Red Clash, I've always remembered. When I performed down here for the very first time, I was standing right here on the stage of Urban Grind. And though I knew this poem for years, I still forgot my lines, and Infrared was the host, and he gave me the time to cycle through all the pages of my mind. And though I recovered, my debut was pretty low-key, but I was able to move on and perfected a Java Monkey. And it was all in preparation, because I heard so much about Lady V. And I was told if I want to be known and I want my words to reach, then I better bring my best when I perform at Her Unleashed. And there I finally met this newbie. Cause I was... And there I finally met this Nubian. Cause I was told she was great, but I never had seen her. And that night's incredible feature was one Miss Evelyn Keener. Now, I'm kind of straying off subject, so let me just get back to what I was trying to say. What if I had a heavenly voice like Natasha Noel, or of course, Nikki Gray? Or, for the male side of the story, I only wish I could do it like Bright Sun, but that's his territory. You know, I don't know who's been the greatest teacher for me. Yo sister, Divine Rhymes Last Forever, Journey, or Felicity. Mr. Fun teaches me to promote and be free. Now, Dichotomy, Amina, and Doriana have reached levels that many will never grasp. And you know, many a times I've told Nate Mask, I wish I could reach the place of which his mind's expanded, because he can take any subject and command it. And even if I have a poem in mind and I've already planned it, I can never be as funny or witty, so I stay with the cause I was handed. Now, in case you misinterpret and think I'm feeling worthless, no, I'm just giving my respects to those who deserve it. See, no one person is a total package. So from different places, I pick up different pieces.